Everyone, today we are going to see about chapter 12 employee training method. So, in this chapter, we will detailedly see about training and types of training and their differences. So, let us start with what is training. Training is the act of increasing the knowledge and skills of an employee for doing a particular job. So, this theory was proposed by Edwin B. Flippo. So, training is required in every sector for all the people around the world for doing a job. Even take an example of yourself. Even if you want to go and attend an examination, you must first train yourself with adequate knowledge, that is by studying. So now we will move on to the differences between on the job training and off the job training. So these are the two types of training methods. So from the words itself we can get the meaning that on the job training means in the actual working environment, and off the job training means that training of employees is actually taking place outside the working location, that is they won't be involved in the working side. So next comparison comes to cost. So if we compare these two with the cost, on the job training is considered to be the cheapest, and off the job training is way more expensive because it requires special training rooms, specialists for training the employees, and resources like projectors, materials to be provided to the employees, etc. So location under on the job training, as it is taking place under the actual working environment, they will be at the workplace. So off the job training is the straight opposite, so it will be away from the workplace, as it in before we have seen that it requires separate training rooms. So from that we can come to a conclusion that it is away from the workplace. Suitable for generally imparted in cases of manufacturing for production related jobs. So if a worker is going for if a layman, a worker who doesn't know anything about the production, if he is going into he is going as a worker in a factory, on the job training is usually done. So especially this is done in the manufacturing industries. More if in case of off the job training, mostly imparted for managerial and non production related job. So managerial and non production related job requires mainly of skill and knowledge, not they think they need knowledge to think and do the activities, right? So non production activities also include HR manager, production manager, chartered accountants, lawyer, legal advisor. So like this everyone include in non production activities. But when we come to the company's side, so managers are the most important in off the job training. So approach, what kind of approach they are doing, it's practical approach in on the job training. They are doing the job, actually they are doing the job. Okay, in off the job training it is a theoretical approach because they acquire more knowledge in off the job training since they are managers. Principle, learning by performing, and that one is learning by acquiring knowledge. As I have said earlier, it is the same repeating again. Okay, so carried out, it is carried out by the experienced employee. So these things are taught to them by the experienced employees. And in off the job training, these theories, these knowledges are taught by experts, training which is provided by the experts, and in that side experienced employee, because that is doing the job and this is knowing about the job. Okay, so next, deals with, what it deals with, training is very relevant and practical, dealing with day to day requirement of job. It in off the job training, it can be more easily deal with groups of workers at the same time. So this deals with day to day activities which is required for the job, which is a very primary requirement, and this one deals with group of workers at the same time. Work disturbance. The scope for distractions is more, as there may be noise and disturbance because of working machines, tools, and gadgets. So, as I've told earlier, on the job training is usually done for manufacturing industries. So, there will be more machines, equipments, and gadgets all over the place, which will cause more disturbance for the employee in the working condition to learn. But in case of off the job training, there is a special training room in which there will be specialists who will teach you each and everything, and there won't be any external disturbances for you. So there is no distractions, because trainees are away from the actual working environment. Okay, in this they are away from the actual working environment, so they do not have any chaos, confusion. So they can learn it very peacefully. But in the case of on the job training, it's the straight opposite. So methods, what are the methods they use for training in on the job training is coaching, job rotation, apprenticeship, mentoring, understudy, job instruction, committee assignment are some of the avenues of non on the job training methods. So these are the methods which they use for training the on the job training employees. Okay, in off the job training employees, they how they do the training is that role plays, seminars, lectures, case studies, versatile field trip, programmed instruction, demonstration, e-learning are some of the off the job training methods. So we have detailedly see about the differences between on the job training and off the job training. I hope everyone have I believe that everyone have learnt it. So let us move on to benefits of training. So benefits to the organization is that how is this training benefits the organization. So if we train someone to the particular job which is required for the organization, it improves the skills of the employee and enhances productivity and profitability of the employee. If the skill of the employee increases, automatically the productivity and the profitability of the entity also increases. So next, it reduces wastage of materials and idle time. So sometimes if we don't know anything, we stop working, we start thinking, so it consumes more time, it leads to wastage of time and material. So this training reduces those kind of unwanted activities and leads to more productivity. Third point, it exposes employees to latest trends. So this employees will be aware of everything happening around the world. So if they will be aware of the demand for the product, if it is a manufacturing company, they will be aware of the demand for the product. They will be aware what is the market standing, that is who are its competitors, what is its price. So they will learn about everything about the product and also about the world. So this exposes the employees to latest trends. It minimizes the time for supervision. So if employees are trained, automatically the mistakes which they do reduces, and supervision also will be saved. They won't spend more time on supervising. It reduces the frequency of accidents at workplace and consequent compensation payment. So if the employees are very good in what they are doing and they are well known for what they are doing, it reduces the accident happening in the workplace. That is, this point especially comes into manufacturing industry. So there will be many missions, sometimes accident may take place. So if employees know what to do when the accident occurs and how to prevent from accident, they all know it. So it reduces the frequency of accidents. It reduces labor turnover of employee. It improves union and management relations. So if employees are given training, they get good relation with the management, with the company, so that they feel secure and they feel like they belong to the company. So I hope everyone learned, and I think everyone understood what I said. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe our channel.